Sport Cruise, 6 p.m. weekdays on 98.3 Mainland FM. The cruise never stops.
Africa.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, AFCON 2023 kicks off on Saturday when the host Les Elephants of Côte d'Ivoire face Guinea-Bissau at the Alassane Ouattara Stadium in Abidjan. You remember the Triangulans of Senegal are the holders, and I take you back to Cameroon when Sadio Mane netted that winning sport kick as they beat Egypt 4-2 on penalties to clinch their first ever title. Wow. Alrighty, and welcome to Sports Cruise on Mainland 98.3 FM. My name is Olali. With a much more better voice today. Yeah, it's better than yesterday. And a much better lineup. Yeah, because we've got the Sultan of MCs here. That's 𝗏𝗏 and finally he's recovered from his mystery injury to make the show. Tunde Young is also on the show. Tunde Akinloye Young. Yeah, Akinloye Young.
It's the other way around.
No? Okay, it's Akinloye Tunde, right?
Tunde Akinloye Young.
Yeah. Anyways,
Young Akinloye.
By Tunde Young Akinloye, right? Yeah. Either ways, potato. Yeah.
Something must put it.
Anyways, I didn't send you money, but I still remember that it's Akinloye.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. And if I call his middle name, that's my favorite part of
What's Okpe's middle name?
Should I?
Me and Okpe exchange of transactions and I can't remember his middle name.
You should send him money now and find out.
Take. Alright, I'll send him 100 naira though. Welcome to the show. How are you? Have you fully recovered?
Not really, but at least enough to leave my house. Yeah, I had a bad cough yesterday, but I could listen to you, sounding like DMX plus Davido yesterday.
Yeah. At least I made an effort. I made an effort to be here.
Okay. We'll see about that.
All right, and 𝗏𝗏 Akinloye.
Yeah.
What's popping?
Good.
I like your outfit.
Really tiring.
I mean, rhymes with your wristwatch as well.
Yeah, I mean,
that's cool. Yeah.
Where is the wealthy man? Yes, I kidnap value as well.
I mean, we're streaming live on Facebook, so you can probably see what 𝗏𝗏 is wearing right now. Yeah, streaming live on Facebook, so 𝗏𝗏 is looking all good, all in blue. Yeah, with some touch of blue.
Is it because Chelsea is playing tonight? I know that's your real favorite team. I know that Chelsea is your real favorite team.
Chelsea against Borough at what's the name of that stadium again? The Riverside.
Yeah, Riverside Stadium.
Yeah, that should be a good game.
A tough game.
That feels like a classic Premier League fixture from way back.
Yeah, I remember one particularly where Chelsea won 5-0 at Riverside. There's also there was one I think they ended 3-1 in favor of Middlesbrough with Yakubu on the Scottish as well.
Yeah.
Those are the games that stick out in my mind. But normally you should not be, as a Chelsea fan, you should not be scared going to Riverside. But knowing what Chelsea have been doing this season, I'm really not that confident.
Anyways, Borough used to also give us some very interesting players back then in the Premier League. Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank.
Yeah.
You mentioned Yak.
Yeah.
Mike Viduka. But I had one fine guy then who had a fine left foot then. You guys remember his name? I can't remember his name too. Played for Liverpool at the point on the money with his crosses. And Borough had they had Gareth Southgate, who at 34 was probably the youngest manager. Yeah, Junior Palisa.
Junior played there.
This time there was Junior Penamboro. Who had you mentioned Ravanelli?
Yeah.
They also had Massimo Macaroni. Yeah, I don't know if any of you guys remember Massimo Macaroni, but Macaroni was a cult hero at Middlesbrough as well. All right, have you checked on Juninho? I'm correct, right?
Yeah,
Junior Palisa. All right, 6:05. We've got a break in 5 minutes, guys. Let's quickly get some AFCON.
It's a big play. It's not like that partnership looked good on paper, but we had not really had evidence to say that partnership was ever going to work. Iheanacho and Osimhen remains probably our best front two. And even Iheanacho is a huge that, even though Pesero confirmed that he will be in Ivory Coast, we don't know if he will be fit to play.
Iheanacho is eating camp today in time for their return back to Nigeria for a dinner tomorrow before they eat Ivory Coast.
I thought the dinner was today.
No. I think the
executive governor is hosting them today, and they depart tomorrow.
So I hear that Kelechi and Acho should be a part of the dinner, and they will head to Ivory Coast together.
Yeah, I mean,
which of the governors hosting them? Okay, you just mentioned executive governor.
He's the governor of Lagos State.
Oh, the governor of Lagos State.
Sanwo-Olu that is hosting them.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, taking a break from arresting soldiers.
Alright, I'm not.
This program is not live.
Yeah. In fact, we have edited that part
He's
already.
Not there.
right, so Super Eagles are expected in town. And once again, I think I've seen some part of social media where a lot of people have criticized the choice of the location of the camp. Why are they coming back to Nigeria, then going to Ivory Coast? And so I don't see any big deal there. A lot of people don't know that 6 AFCON nations or 6 participating nations are also camping in the Middle East. Yeah, 6.
Yeah, but there are 24 teams playing. So the other.
So I'm not saying that our own is an outlier. It's not like it is out of the ordinary. And the whole weather thing still makes sense. It is also
yeah, it did make sense because it was sweltering yesterday.
It's sweltering it.
And yeah, there was a lot of it, and Terry even shamelessly dropped that. That's one of the reasons
for the losing to Guinea. That guy is not serious. I think that guy is our biggest problem going to this tournament. Honestly. And Ghana were in action yesterday against Namibia, and if yesterday's game should be a message to those who have not believed in them, they didn't send a message at all. It was goalless. And no Thomas Partey, no Ghana, it seems. Looks like he's the heart and soul of that team.
Yeah, and I find it very, very interesting that Partey will be willing to miss this just to
AFCON.
Because just to recover at that time. It's not like he's injured. He's still recovering, of course.
Yeah.
But I doubt if this was the World Cup he would have. We saw Mohamed Salah literally, damage his shoulder before the 2018
World Cup. But we also saw Mane missed out on the World Cup because of an injury.
Yeah, but he was there.
The World Cup.
He was there. He was part of the squad, and they were hoping that he comes back. The fact that he did not play means that they could really not do anything about it. The same thing was for Salah, who had to play injured for his country, even though the 2018 finals when Ramos collected his right shoulder, and there was literally 2018 World Cup that same summer. So, I don't know whether it's a matter of importance of the AFCON. I think if it was the World Cup, Partey would have been part of the squad, even if he's not playing. Even if he doesn't make it back in time, the fact that there's hope that he can make it back in time. What if he makes it back in time for a semi-final or the final that becomes where it could be useful to the country? So me personally, I just think it's a case of the AFCON still not having that level of respect. Tell me why Andre Onana is not in his cap to play against Wigan yesterday? Why?
I think Foster also opted to stay with Burnley. Not play for South Africa.
That one can even point to his mental health.
But he's playing for Burnley. So how is his mental health comfortable to play in the Premier League and not play?
No, the mental health is village people inspired. So maybe if he comes home, the village people will rim up on him again.
I was very, very mad seeing Onana go for a meaningless EFL Cup game against.
He's still gonna play this weekend.
He's still gonna play against Spurs.
So
then play an AFCON game the next day.
So I'm sure a private jet will be on standby, pick him up from England straight to Ivory Coast to play.
Obviously,
is a total disrespect, and I'm glad Tunde Young is the one talking about it, because I remember when that conversation happened about him withdrawing from the World Cup because the manager did not play to his strength. Tunde Young was saying he's a big man, can choose to do whatever he wants to do. Now, yes. That was the summary of what he said. You didn't think there was anything wrong. You didn't think there was anything wrong in the manager playing to suit a goalkeeper. The manager says no. You have to stay in goal. The goalkeeper says no. I want to be a part of the team, and you decided to walk away from the national team at the World Cup.
I said the manager should not be trying to change who a player is. That is
he should.
Attribute. If you want a goalkeeper,
if the manager says I don't want,
if you want a goalkeeper that stays in goal, drop Onana and play somebody else. That's literally it. If you use Onana, don't use Onana.
No, now you're contradicting yourself.
I'm telling him to
you're contradicting yourself. Else. Now you're saying something.
That's like playing them and telling him don't.
Wait, listen. You're saying something wrong in Onana not training with his national team, not being a part of the training setup. And I can tell you for a fact that Onana is going to start Cameroon's first game. Of course, who's going to start? He comes in less than 13 hours to the game. He's not training with the team, and he's walking straight into the team. It's a total disrespect to the national team.
I agree.
To AFCON.
It's even a disrespect to the second choice of Manchester United.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Who could have played yesterday?
Exactly. Lack of faith. It's an absolute lack of faith in that guy, because it means that he's as useless as Anthony.
And he's still going to concede. Onana will concede against Tottenham.
The message United have sent to Bayern is that
we have number 1, number 2, number 3 Onana.
You are as useless as Anthony.
No, Anthony
as Pokoli, Nigeria.
You are as useless as Sancho, who has 0 uses to this club. Sancho is not even on the club's WhatsApp group and he plays the amount of games.
No, it's and guess what? I think Bayern there is also the number 1 at Turkey, isn't it?
Yes, Turkish number 1.
Yeah,
he came here as Fenerbahce starting goalkeeper.
The Turkish national team manager should be having a
conversation,
a war of words with Erik ten Hag. What's it right now? Because Turkey are playing in the Euros, aren't they? Too bad. All right. I'm also interested in seeing Sergio Guirassy at the tournament as well.
He picked up an injury yesterday.
Yeah, but what we're hearing is that they've breathed a sigh of relief because the injury is not as bad as it was first feared. So it should be a full part of the tournament. It looks like he suffered an injury in that win against Nigeria, but Coach Kaba Diawara initially gave up on Girassi's injury updates and looks like he will be ready for the tournament. So, hey, looks like we're getting closer and closer, and we're getting ready for the big one. Nigeria, Equatorial Guinea is Nigeria's opening game, and coming up on Sunday, I believe, right? I think it's 3 p.m. The kickoff for that game, Nigeria versus Equatorial Guinea. All right, we're going to take a break right now. Message, quick adverts, and we'll be right back with plenty more. We're focusing on Liverpool today. That's coming up on the halfway mark on the show, and Liverpool fans getting here would like to have some conversations centered around Liverpool. What's been your favorite talking points this season? Has it been the emergence of Jarrell Quansah, resurgence of Joe Gomez? Virgil van Dijk has been brilliant as well, and Wataru Endo has had an impact with the Reds as well. So, hey, Liverpool fans, get here. Let's have your thoughts on Liverpool's season.
Trent is injured.
Trent's injured, yeah. And Mo Salah, Liverpool won without Salah. Can they breathe without Salah? Let's have those conversations halfway mark on the show. We'll be right back. Anyway, 6:40.
Institution in Nigeria, here is a big opportunity for you. The 2022-2023 admission into Eko Polytechnic is now open. Available courses are computer science, theater and media art, mass communication, science laboratory technology, electronics engineering, accounting, banking operations, business administration, multimedia technology. Qualified students should have scored 100 and above in the last JAMB exam. Facilities at Eko Polytechnic includes well-equipped studio and laboratories, modern classrooms, innovative workshop, recreation space, and fully functional hostels. Our lecturers and tutors combine both academic and industry experience. Full-time and part-time admission forms are available for the 2022-2023 academic session at the campus, Eko Polytechnic, Plot 100, Alhaji Onilewura Street, Ikotu Egbe, Lagos State. Eko Polytechnic is approved by JAMB, NBTE, and the Federal Ministry of Education. For more information, please call Moses 091 62 54 0610, Wale 091 62 92 7079, Praise 091 62 69 9996, Adelanwa 081 26 58 0784, or visit our website www.ecocity.edu.ng. Eko Polytechnic, building industry-ready professionals.
Meals have a way of taking us on a journey, and when you add plenty of vegetables like efo, ugu, and season with the rich taste of North seasoning cubes, even better.
So, go ahead and elevate your meals with more vegetables and the rich taste of Knorr cubes. Today, eat for good.
The Financial Services Regulation Coordinating Committee, FSRCC, in collaboration with the National Broadcasting Commission, NBC, wishes to draw the attention of the public to the worrisome increase in the activities of illegal financial operators, IFOs, which threaten public trust and the stability of the Nigerian financial system. The FSRCC and NBC hereby advises the general public to refrain from dealing with unlicensed financial operators who deceive individuals with unrealistically high investment returns. Make sure to verify the licensing status of such companies and schemes on this website. To report any suspicions of illicit financial activities, call 0700 225 5226, 0800 225 5226, or +234 817 665 6273. Let's work together to uphold the integrity of Nigeria's financial system. Announcer, FSRCC.
The Broadcast Art Institute Supplementary Admissions 2023-2024. Few vacancies exist in the Department of Broadcast Journalism and Multimedia Technology for admission in the 2023-2024 session. If you scored 100 and above in the 2023-2024 UTME, together with 5 relevant credits, but have not gained admission, you can change over to the Broadcast Art Institute Lagos for National Diploma in Broadcast Journalism and Multimedia Technology. Technology. The Broadcast Art Institute is accredited by the National Board for Technical Education (NBTE) to offer national diploma programs in broadcast journalism and multimedia technology. You can visit our campus at number 38 Odofin Street, Igbogbo, Ikorodu, Lagos, or call the following numbers: 0806 149 9992 or 0703 713 1166 or 0816 587 1415.
The Financial Services Regulation Coordinating Committee, FSRCC, in collaboration with the National Broadcasting Commission, NBC, wishes to draw the attention of the public to the worrisome increase in the activities of illegal financial operators, IFOs, which threaten public trust and the stability of the Nigerian financial system. The FSRCC and NBC hereby advises the general public to refrain from dealing with unlicensed financial operators who deceive individuals with unrealistically high investment returns. Make sure to verify the licensing status of such companies and schemes on this website. To report any suspicions of illicit financial activities, call 0700 225 5226, 0800 225 5226, or +234 817 665 6273. Let's work together to uphold the integrity of Nigeria's financial system. Announcer, FSRCC.
What takes a plate of jollof rice to the next level of goodness? Is it when it is cooked with no seasoning cubes for that sumptuous taste? Or when you serve it with correct Nigerian salad, cabbage, carrot, lettuce, and a bit of kidney beans?
It's both. Season your jollof with the rich taste of no cubes and serve with plenty of vegetables. So go ahead and elevate your meals. Today, eat for good.
Sport Cruise, 6 p.m. weekdays on 98.3 Mainland FM. The cruise never stops.
Ein Sieg für die Geschichte. Stern des Südens in hellem Lichte. FC Bayern, unsere Liebe.
Wir sind deutsche Meister.
Welcome back. Bayern Munich are reportedly considering holding the biggest funeral of all time for their legendary former player Franz Beckenbauer, who died yesterday at the age of 78 after battling with Parkinson's disease, dementia, as well as undergoing several heart operations. And Tony Young, your thoughts on Franz Beckenbauer's passing?
Yeah, sad. I heard you guys talk about it yesterday. Yeah, coming after Zagallo, and I think we recently even celebrated or remembered Pele after a year of passing on. Just around this, I mean, it's just nature, I guess. And the fact that it's not even because there will even be more from that generation because it's just time, and it's sad, but it's what happened. So rest in peace, Franz Beckenbauer. Arguably one of the greatest players of all time, arguably the greatest German player.
No, it's not. It's like
Gerd Müller can say it.
No. Gerd Müller can't even list history.
Okay, Franz Beckenbauer, the greatest German.
It's the greatest German
player
of all time,
and the greatest defender of all time.
That's if you also see him as a defender, though. Some see him as a sweeper, and it's a sweeper, a defender. It depends on how you say it.
The original Bob.
They will tell you that he redefined that role as well. But I think I'll go with the greatest German footballer of all time. Won the World Cup as a player, won as a manager, won multiple league titles with Bayern, won European Cup titles, I think 3 with them.
Yeah, did the 3 bits.
Yeah, was club chairman, was coach of the club while club chairman, helped German get the World Cup in 2006, although that tarnished his legacy a bit with the story about him trying to buy votes, which he said he regretted. And I think from that moment he retreated from the limelight. Lost his son at 46, I think, Stefan, which was very tragic for him too, about 8-7 years ago. But rest in peace, Franz Beckenbauer. Okay, your thoughts quickly?
Just like we said yesterday, I think the entire football fraternity would remember Frank Beckenbauer for the right reasons. Winning the World Cup as a player and as a manager, and then just doing enough to put the German football at the biggest stage, maybe. Well, we can argue for probably the greatest German player of all time. I think a lot of people would not have enough to argue against such position. Redefining the act of football. We talked about the fact that he introduced the sweeper conversation into the game. He's a very versatile player, and I think for me, it's always what you do after leaving the big stage, after you've stopped playing professional football. That always been the key thing for me, and that a lot of people would argue that Diego Armando Maradona and Pele, and I'll tell you for a fact that you may argue who is greatest amongst both of them on the pitch of play, but outside of the pitch of play, you look at the humanitarian activities, you look at how much of a role model they've been to the people. I think Beckenbauer did an amazing, he lived an amazing life. I mean, the old Germany 2006 conversation, I didn't think he took anything away from his greatness.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Because everybody does that.
I
think people just want to host and say, let us leave it to
people lobby, people do all of these things. Exactly. So I don't think he takes anything away from his greatness. And the funny thing is, a lot of people don't even know about this story, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of people don't even know about it. So I think he lived a good life, strong, big legacy. I mean, for us to be here and arguing maybe he's the greatest German player of all time or who's not the greatest means that he actually measures up there with the very best. So a life was spent, certainly.
All right, so rest in peace, the Kaiser, who almost, when I dug deeper, as a young lad, almost joined the biggest club in Munich at that time, 1860 Munich. FC Bayern were a small club, back
the suburb of Germany.
He almost joined 1860, but changed his mind and joined FC Bayern, and that was the beginning. I mean, that coincided with Bayern being one of the greatest and the biggest club in the world. They call it FC Hollywood for it's not just ordinary. They call it FC Hollywood. These were those who made it FC Hollywood. In fact, at a point in time, the Kaiser was a pop star in Germany, was appearing in soap operas, was appearing in adverts as well. That's how big he was. He was playing football as well. And I think that was a point in time in the 70s because his international career wrapped up prematurely because he went to the USL. The US league was very lucrative, and the rule in Germany, I hope we can bring it one time in this country, is that if you leave the German,
you can't play for the
national team anymore. So that was how his international career came to an end. So by the time he came back to Germany, all of these things are what they call maybe legacy laws or decisions. You like it or not, maybe the next 10-15 years you might realize that those legacies, those laws, those
actually help the country.
For example, what helped the culture of watching football in stadiums in England? It was because of the 3 p.m. rule now. Because you cannot watch any football game on TV for 3 p.m. because they wanted you guys to go to the stadium. And then that was brought in the 80s. Was it the 80s or 70s? You could see what's happening right now. You have people going to watch games at 4 p.m. in England. Then it might have been derided. So if I say right now it might be derided, but you ask yourself, which policy has Nigeria had to its sport or football that I can say that in the last 10 years or 15 years has improved our football or our sports?
Start by playing players first. And when you have basic issues like that, you should not be thinking of policy.
Start by paying players. I think that we always over exaggerate this whole start by paying players thing. Players are being paid. Maybe they're not being paid as
much as we expect, but nobody's paying for free.
We have players in this league that earn 1 million naira, 1.5 million naira.
Of course.
And they earn it regularly, my friend. They earn it regularly.
Yes.
So
I can give you names.
We don't look at the bigger picture. You have to ask ourselves, what are those? For example, when Germany were suffering in the 90s, before they came back to the World Cup in 06, do you know what they did? They realized that our grassroots football was suffering, and they ensured that in about 10 or 15 kilometers from each other there was a sporting facility that once you walk 10-15 kilometers you have a pitch, and you like it or not, that played a role in whatever happened, and they won the World Cup in 2014 because you look at that bunch. So you have to start looking at these things. What are the rules or the legislations or the things we are putting in ground to ensure that in the 20 years, when you had 20 years added to your age right now, you can say this was the moment when it changed for our football. Too bad. Today doesn't take it seriously.
We have a league where the Libyan club can just come and sign your top scorer in the middle of the season.
It happens. It's the January transfer window.
The top scorer was
the January transfer window.
The top scorer was literally hawking himself to another club. He came to play out.
It is the January transfer window.
That's why there's a January transfer window. You can move anywhere.
No problem.
It's the Giants.
Yes, you can move anywhere.
By the way, you talked about that. Robert Mizo plays in Libya these days. He's left Manchester United after a hot start to the season. So out of the two marksmen that we have in the league, 𝗵 Alimi is the only one left. And that takes me to the comment of the assistant coach at Enyimba. I don't even know what he called it. He was complaining that the MPFL is not churning out strikers. And look at that, our goal scorers chart. Only 2 guys have scored 8 goals. So far, so good. And he makes a very valid point.
Very valid.
It's a very valid point. We're not churning out strikers in the league. If I was the last time a striker in the league made it to the national team or had a chance of making it to the national team, the last one we probably had was Lohkosa. And
Lohkosa
left.
left.
Go back to when? 2018, right?
Lohkosa left after all the agitation and calling for him to be invited to the national team. He left the national team to go and do trial in Belgrade, and he still failed the trial.
Anyway, is there any consolation for Lohkosa? Is that he's still playing the league, plays with Sporting Lagos?
And he's doing well.
Doing what?
He's doing
You
well.
better shout at that. Doing what?
What can we say? I don't understand there was a battle between him and Alimi. And
what?
Alimi was like, bros, like 9 games now, no shot on goal.
All right, today let's talk United, who had they won at the counter. I mean, watching United yesterday was strange because they were never at risk of losing. They were never at risk of drawing. They were in total control of the game. But it was a side 53 places below them in the English pyramid.
Yeah,
Wigan Athletic.
Wigan are in the 3rd tier these days, League One, and it really showed. Even though they started the game really well in the first 5 minutes, United made it a very, very long 5 minutes for them, dominating the play. They should have won that game by at least 5 goals, at the very least. They will settle for a 2-0 win, advance to the next round, where it gets a lot easier. I think they could potentially even face a National League team, which is fantastic from their point of view.
Yeah, I think the draw for the FA Cup might favour United because see, Arsenal out, Spurs will have to play Man City, Villa play Chelsea. They are playing a non-league side potentially. It's an opportunity to win silverware this season.
They are not going to do, don't worry. But yes, you are right. It's an opportunity, and like you said, Arsenal being out means most likely they are going to go. They're going to go trophyless this season. And
how did this conversation lead to Arsenal being trophyless?
I've always wanted to.
No, I want to know how this conversation linked to Arsenal.
They just have to collect.
I have to remind the Gunners that despite the progress, despite all of that Arteta has done, it's another year without a trophy. And in fact, they will never have won a trophy at Frank Lampard not dash them that FA Cup in Arteta's first season. But yeah, for United, it was a routine win. I would personally be disappointed if that was my team. They had like 33 shots on goal yesterday and only scored 2 goals. They were missing chance after chance. Even one of the 2 goals was a penalty. Like, these are the games where.
But there's some positives. 𝗏𝗏 once again was good, and once Casemiro comes back, he will find it hard to get back into that team. And it's Casemiro, but 𝗏𝗏 is doing the Lord's work right now.
The person that is even that nobody thought is the 𝗪𝗵𝘁 that he went to. That he went to sign.
and the boss surrounding
It's not getting an extension.
The boss surrounding the arrival of 𝗪𝗵𝘁. You think, they brought in the manual to make Anthony get better or become a better Pokoli. I'm trying to understand.
That guy is like DJ Sose.
All right, 6:30 on Sports Cruise on Mainland 98.3 FM. We'll come back. We're talking Liverpool. Are Liverpool going to be fine without Mo Salah? What's been the biggest storyline for you for Liverpool this season? Liverpool fans would like to hear from you this evening on the show. There's also Middlesbrough against Chelsea in the League Cup semi-final first leg, right? At the Riverside, we're talking about that too. When we'll come back after we'll take this message from our sponsors, 𝗵𝗁.
Welcome to Bet Baba.
Register now on betbaba.ng. Not for people under 18.
I remember to be gamble aware and yes, not for 1800 city plus and gamble responsibly. www.betbaba.ng is where to make it happen for you, where you can be the boss. And we've got some lovely games coming up tonight. We'll get you through the numbers of the games in a bit. If you want to join in on 091 36410, streaming live on Facebook and YouTube. You can call in as well. 091 36410. Talking Liverpool. What's been the biggest storyline for you this season? For the Reds. Hello. Hello, good evening. Hi, good evening. Welcome to the show. All right, please do call us back if you can. Sorry you couldn't hear us on the show, but I'm sure you can call back. You can also drop a text to 091 36430 if you want to write to us, we'll read them as well. Comments are also very much welcome on Facebook and YouTube. Oᴘᴇyᴇ and Tunde Young, still much here on the show. And yeah, let's start with Mo Salah. Oᴘᴇyᴇ, I mean, Liverpool beat Arsenal at the Emirates. Maybe not in convincing fashion. I mean, but he left the Emirates with a clean sheet. Scored 2 goals, one an own goal, the other from a striker who has been struggling for form and inspiration in the last couple of months, Luis Diaz. And you do all that without Salah, without Van Dijk. But do you think that they can last the whole of the month and maybe some parts of February without Mo Salah?
Definitely. I think the game at the Emirates Stadium was something, an indication to the fact that they can actually survive without Mo Salah. I mean, you can't take away the fact that he's arguably Liverpool's biggest player, the most important player in the last 5 seasons, if I'm not mistaken, and that period had brought them tremendous success. They won the Premier League, they won the Champions League. In fact, they qualified for 2 Champions League finals back-to-back, lost one to Real Madrid, and so I think for me, he's always going to be that space, and they would survive, they would do well. I think Liverpool, for me this season, I'm not going to lie, at the start of the season I didn't see Liverpool competing for the Premier League title. I didn't as well. Especially with the way their season climaxed the last time out. I just had a feeling that the priority for them was going to be to get back to Europe and get back to the Champions League, not playing in the Europa League every Thursday. But I think the inconsistency and the crazy way the English league had evolved, not evolved, play out this season, and nobody's ready to lay the marker yet. Manchester City have just been in between results, not exactly the way they've always been, no dominance for them. Liverpool as well, they've also popped in there. Manchester United far off from what they expect them to be this season. Chelsea also struggling between 10th and 12th position, trying to get up there, and Arsenal certainly not building any form of consistency. If you look at Liverpool this season, they've struggled to win games. They've had 1-0 victories, they've gone to the most difficult grounds to get results, and they've played, in fact they've had only 1 draw at the Anfield this season. That was the
but they also have one of the best defenses in the league, if not the best.
That's what I'm going to. They've had,
if I can't count the numbers, maybe they have the best defense in the league.
Maybe because I think Manchester City had considered 21 goals. Arsenal considered 20. Liverpool has considered just 18 goals in the entire league season. So I think for me, they will certainly do well. They've got a pretty defense that are kind of revolve itself this season, especially with Trent Alexander-Arnold playing for the midfield the most times for them.
So he's injured right now.
Well, unfortunately,
for a few weeks.
Yeah. So I think for me, Liverpool will do well. Besides, there are not too many games before the AFCON. Depending on how far Egypt would go at the AFCON, if they go all the way to get to the finals, I think Salah is just going to miss about 3 games for them if they get to go all the way to the finals. But if Egypt get knocked out at any stage of the competition, maybe just 2 games, comes back. The same thing with Onana, except Cameroon goes all the way to the finals, he's going to miss just 3 matches for Manchester United.
Actually, there's a general feeling that the Liverpool squad also owe Salah they owe him to remain in the title race while he's away. Is at the AFCON. I don't know if you agree with that. I thought they showed signs that against Arsenal that, hey, we know Núñez is erratic, Jota is feeling his way back, Diaz also as well. But I think where they might worry is if there's an extended break on the sidelines to someone like Virgil van Dijk. They showed signs on Sunday that they could be in trouble defensively.
Actually, they were run ragged by us.
Yeah.
And the only reason that game ended 2-0 in their favor is because Arsenal could not finish, and they had chance after chance. And that game could have gone vastly.
For new first half.
Yeah, could have. From the very first minute, Ramsdale created a chance that Reece Nelson.
He reached the way.
Yeah, but look, lucky for Mo Salah, Liverpool don't have that many games in his absence. That's assuming that Egypt will not get to the final, which they most likely will not. Yeah, let's be honest with ourselves. But yeah, but even if they do, the Premier League games that Salah will be missing, at home to Burnley, away to Arsenal, then at home to Chelsea.
Crucial games.
Crucial games.
Big games. Away at Arsenal.
Crucial games. An away game against Bournemouth. Also somewhere in there. Crucial games. If
they go all the way.
If Egypt goes all the way. But I fully expect Egypt to be out.
We've also not factored in the fact that if Salah gets injured on AFCON duty as well,
it could be a problem.
Yeah, but Salah has proven very durable over his career. He's not a player to just get injured. I can't even remember the last Mo Salah injury that
I agree with you.
That kept him out for a stretch, and he has been to previous AFCON tournaments mid-season and even at the end of the season. So, but for Liverpool, I think it's a bit of a double one. Everybody attributed to Salah, but the fact that Trent is now injured at the same time is a problem, and he's going to be out for at least a month. So that's basically he has got to AFCON.
You get feel that Liverpool about to approach their Spurs moment when Spurs also had host of players injured, and it coincided with when you predicted that they were going to go 7 games.
And they actually had 5.
Do you want to do that for Liverpool this time around?
No.
I mean, it's no Trent, no Endo, no Salah.
I think
Van Dijk is like maybe 60-40.
I think their fixtures are good. That's it. With what they have right now, they should be able to be Fulham at home. Yeah, at home to Fulham next. That's their next Premier League game on the 10th of January. I think that's comfortable with without Salah. They have enough.
They have decent forward-minded players.
Exactly. We know what they have up front, but we've always talked about how there has been a gap between Salah and
every other player.
Yeah, but that's because Salah exists. In the absence of Salah,
somebody had to step up.
Yeah. So Salah
there's Diogo Jota, and I think he's so underrated in that Liverpool side. Diogo Jota.
No, Jota is probably their most effective guy after Salah, but he's been injured. He's just getting his way back, to fitness. So maybe if he's 100% in this stretch, it might be enough for them. All right, let's get back to calls here. 0913660 410. You're a Liverpool fan. Let's have your thoughts on Liverpool's season so far. Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening. All right, please do call us back. I don't know what's wrong with the call lines. Okay, you probably just want to give us a helping hand with this call lines. Probably acting up. We'll keep on taking your thoughts on 091 36 410. It's the number to dial. Let's see if we have some messages on YouTube and Facebook. I'll try to sort that out as well. But let's talk about more on Liverpool and Tunde Young. What have you made of the resurgence of Joe Gomez, who's playing at left back these days?
It's proven to be a very, very competent player across the entire backline, which is something that I always knew you could play across the backline. I just didn't think you could play it well. I always viewed him as an average player wherever he played. But coming in to fill that spot left by Robertson and Tsimikas' injury, and he's debuted as a right back as well for Trent Alexander-Arnold, plays centre back, which is his primary position. And he's not just even doing a great job defensively. He's offering lots of attacking threat as well, even though he has still never scored a career goal.
Yeah, he's closing in on 200 games for Liverpool. He's at 188, I think. And he has still not scored a senior goal for Liverpool.
Liverpool plus Charlton, where they signed him from, plus the English national teams. That's the 8th grade teams to the senior team. He has never scored a career
And I know some very crazy players like that who went through their whole career in the Premier League and never scored. Tony Hibbert. Anybody remembers Tony Hibbert? Everton?
Yeah.
Never scored a goal for Everton in the Premier League.
It didn't look like he even scored. Yeah. Always tucked in black boots.
There's another interesting one. Vladimir Kufal at West Ham. He has never scored.
Wow.
Yeah, Kufal has not scored a goal for West Ham in the Premier League.
Okay. Yeah. I mean,
he hasn't. And he's played like 150. I think he's closing in on 151,
That's
140.
interesting. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Joe Gomez, I don't think anybody's judging him on goals. He's been solid defensively. And really,
He's been available as well.
Yeah, availability. They always say it's the best ability, but they say that's only for people that cannot play football. You know that ability is very, very important in football, and Joe Gomez is proving to have a lot of it. He's very athletic. You can read situations well, moves very well with the ball, and it's quite strong. So that's really all you can ask of a defender in terms of athletic, in terms of football abilities.
All right, 091366040. That's the number to call, and looks like we've got our call lines fixed, and you guys can finally reach out to us on the show. We're talking Liverpool and their season so far has been your favorite storyline, and here comes another caller. Hello, good evening. Hello. Hi, your name and where you're calling us from?
Yeah, this is Hakeem calling from Iceland.
Okay, welcome to. Are you a Liverpool fan?
Yeah. No, but maybe I consider anyway.
All right, go on with your thoughts.
Yeah. Thanks very back. I want to comment about Nigeria's AFCON thing like that. See, it's getting a little bit it's blurry now. And I think because of
yeah,
are you hearing me?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear.
I think because of issues of injuries like this, that's the reason why I can't say what 27 man. I don't know why this coach still does what he likes. Why 25? Now we are trying to swap players, call one from that already book called, which is annoying. I think there should be enough room for especially at the 27, so that there will be more rooms for other people to chime in instead of just instead of the injuries maybe can mix. Obviously at the front we have just 𝗚ᴜᴜ and let's say and if 𝗪𝗏 is available, well, that's what it's off. So it's annoying.
All right, I get your point. Thank you very much. But nobody foresaw the injury to Victor Boniface because he copped this injury in Dubai during training. It was a muscle injury, and nobody saw it coming. So if he wasn't injured, we wouldn't be saying all of this. Then also, how many strikers do we have out there? That's the question. Because right now, I mean, who's going to lead the line for the Super Eagles? It's going to be Osimhen, and second choice is good. I don't think second choice is 𝗪𝗏. I think it's Sadiq Umar.
There's just going to be a lot of
people. I
people.
don't think Osimhen and Umar works at all.
I think 𝗪𝗏 and Osimhen would be a better option for me.
Murphy is seen as the guy who can make the impact from the bench.
Exactly.
We've seen Murphy and Osimhen start quite
and I think the whole knockdown, the whole ability to run at defenders play a bit off the line is always going to be an advantage
here's another
for
point.
𝗪𝗏.
Umar has played more in training than Murphy build up to the tournament. Murphy's just sitting camp. Let's say maybe 24 hours ago, or maybe today.
Murphy has played more for the Super Eagles
than Umar.
Has been a longer part of the Super Eagles.
Yeah.
I think he even scored his first goal in Pesero's win.
Anyway, thank you very much.
Hi, good evening.
Okay.
Hello. Your name and where you're calling from?
Yeah, Mr. Wale.
What's your name, please?
My birthday, Baba. I've not still seen my 2K credit.
What is your name? Calm down.
Akeem.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, the striker you gave me. Yeah. So what's my?
All right, Akeem, you're going to send me your username to 091360430. Okay? Can you do that right now?
That's the ancient. That's the normal official WhatsApp number, right?
I don't know whatever it is, but it's 091360430. Okay?
430. I'll check it out.
All right. Thank you very much. Just say your username and let's try and fix that up real quick. All right. Sports Cruise on Mainland 98.3 FM. Hello. Hi. Good evening. 6:45.
Good evening.
Yeah. Good evening. Your name and where you're calling from? All right. Welcome.
I want to ask: is it true that Bafana camp in Lagos? And again, you said you are going to.
Who told you? First of all, who told you that?
I saw it online, something like that.
No, leave that line. It's a bad place. Leave it. Stop going there.
Anyways, I mean the weather here is also hot, so it makes sense.
So, and again, you said you're going to call Mr. Godwin about Sporting Lagos.
Yeah, so Godwin is actually busy. We've chatted again today, and it's a very, very busy period at a club like Sporting Lagos right now. So he said that at this point in time, they're having meetings upon meetings with players, staff, and stuff like that. So
Meetings remind me of JFC.
I think you mentioned that.
They had meeting till they got relegated.
but I'm definitely going to try. Maybe I'll ask him again tomorrow to have his thoughts. Sporting Lagos are up against two again on Sunday. I think Shooting Stars, right? So it's an opportunity for them to get back on track because Shooting Stars have not also been themselves.
Yeah, they've lost 3 of their last 4 games.
Yeah, so it's an opportunity to get back on track, and hopefully they can do that on Sunday. Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening. Hello. Hello, anybody home? All right, please do call back if you can. 091360410 is the number to dial. Okay, can you help us check if we have messages on Facebook and YouTube so we could read a couple of them before we wrap things up. But we'll take a message from 𝗪𝗵𝘁, our sponsors. Come back. Last lap on the show. Don't go anywhere.
We define better odd. I be you one play cause over 1.5. I be you one bet. Say both seem no go score at all. Oh yeah, we get better payout. No worry, we there for you. Our odd, chapura out. We know they feel it sure. Oh no, we there for you. Oh, we there for you. You see for bet baba, we win money. Bet baba, cash out today easy for bet baba. We get online games for you to play. Oh God, all I want. Yeah, you get better bonus. And give me no. Yeah, now bet baba play so. Cash out, no sharp. No darling, no. Welcome to bet baba.
Register now on betbaba.ng. Not for people under 18.
All right, Middlesbrough, the Riverside take on Chelsea tonight in the first leg of the Carabao Cup, and let's get some better advice from Tᴜᴜ. Tᴜᴜ, Chelsea 1.55 for a win away from home against Michael Carrick's Middlesbrough. What do you think?
Don't do it.
You're a Chelsea fan. You should be advocating for Chelsea.
Yeah, that's not to say Chelsea. No, it's just not rewarding enough for the risk. It's not a sure win by any means. So if you are going to take a win that is that risky, the odds should definitely be higher. So I don't think even if Chelsea wins, I don't think that those odds do much. What I will personally, advise is probably first half under 0.5, first half under 1.5.
Okay.
Just Chelsea games typically tend to start slow, and then second half there's more goals. You can go second half higher scoring half. Can even go Middlesbrough to score 1 goal. So those are the kind of bets I would advise for this game.
All right, Middlesbrough to score actually is a 1.58, which is not bad. I think Middlesbrough are a decent side at home. They have a fine blend of attacking and defending under Michael Carrick, who is a lovely manager. I think he's had a very great start as manager. I think he had a very rough start to the season, but he's found his fit, and they will be hard nuts for Chelsea to crack tonight at the Riverside. Both teams to score is at 1.81. Yeah, so that might be a smart bet. Middlesbrough, Chelsea, both teams to score at 1.81. That's on betbaba.ng. You can check it out real quick. If you want to call in 09136000410, let's go to the call lines once again. Hello, good evening. All right, we have to do a 10-second wait, right? Okay. Hi, good evening.
How are you, Cast?
Hello.
Hi, good evening.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear.
Yes, observation, please. My name is Friday.
Okay, Friday, what's your observation?
Hello.
Friday, are you there? Friday.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I don't want to hear you and analyze football. But the thing there is, I'm struggling to hear him. So let him speak up a little bit.
Oh, that's Tᴜᴜ, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's
He's using bedroom voice.
It's the cough. It's the cough.
Yeah, my voice is still not 100%. I apologize.
It's because, see, you know what? The reason you haven't heard him clearly is because we have not talked enough Chelsea today. So
that's not true.
Chelsea gets him hyper. All right, thank you very much for
There's
those
a
additions.
YouTube comment that alludes to that. It says, Tony Young, are you fighting with your mic? Your voice is always low except when you shout. I beg, talk louder. Anyway, can we talk about how Chelsea scores 4 goals after Jackson left? God is indeed good. Yeah, so apologies. I can't shout right now. My voice is still on the mend.
All right, away from football quickly as we wrap things up on the show. Can you get your headphones away from? Yeah, I think that's Tiger Woods done with Nike after almost 3 decades. That shook the sporting world.
I mean, did you sign a lifetime contract?
No, it wasn't. But that's a big story.
Yeah, it's a big story, no doubt. But
that will also have implications, especially for people like, or for an organization like Nike.
I'm personally surprised that they stopped with him this month, to be honest. Especially through all the scandals.
Because it's a marketing.
Yeah. So at this point,
marketing cheat.
At this point, it is purely a business decision. It's not about what Tiger Woods is doing or what he's doing outside of.
Look at those who left him that period: Gillette, Accenture, AT&T. But Nike stood strong.
Yeah. So the fact that they are leaving him now without any scandal just shows that they've gotten all that the partnership.
I think both parties have milked each other.
Partnership has run its course. That's just it.
Yeah, but it's a partnership that they could still have, like still extended.
So what end? I personally don't think people care that much about that anymore.
Really?
Are you serious?
Keyword anymore. There was
basically the whole of Nike's golf marketing.
It was centered around Tiger Woods.
Since he turned pro
in
1999,
their designs, their board designs
was centered around this guy.
No doubt. The golf club, everything.
There's nobody that is arguing that. But are you telling me that in 2024 people really care about Tiger Woods?
They still do.
Yes,
what do you mean by
do.
really?
Now, what I'm projecting might happen is, like, I was listening to a marketing research expert and said, see, this is going to affect Nike a lot because, see, Nike got more from Woods than Woods did get from Nike.
That's what it is.
Yeah. And the 2 biggest sportsmen that really took Nike to those heights are Tiger Woods and Michael Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what did Jordan do after he left Nike? Jordan went to start something of his own. And it is one of the biggest in the world right now, Air Jordan. Don't be surprised if Woods also starts something
And
of
he
his
can
own.
still do that.
And it is Woods. Because it is Woods, Woods can do anything. Yeah. The name itself on a brand, I don't think it is going to collaborate with any sporting apparel. I think it's going to be on his own, but it's going to be a hit if it comes out.
Yeah, wish him all the best.
It's going to be a hit. And it's still big. What is hosting a golf invitational next month again? Do you know how many he does in a year? That the likes of Rory McIlroy even playing. Nike went to Rory McIlroy and they signed him a couple of years ago, but they know they can never make half of what they've made with Woods, with Rory McIlroy, who is equally a popular golfer, but not on the same level.
Not even close to being.
Yeah, of course, never close
not
to.
Even planet,
yeah. Hello, good evening.
Hello.
Hi, good evening, Sports Cruise.
Good evening.
Yeah, I don't know where you're calling from.
I am in this Chinedu from Ojo.
Hey, Chinedu, welcome.
Okay. Tony Young.
What up, bro?
Good evening. I'm not confident saying this, but I want to tell you something. If Arsenal end up winning anything this season, I will come for you. So just tell me your friend.
Okay, Chinedu.
By anything, mention
Chinedu, there are only 2 things that Arsenal can win right now, or 3 things that Arsenal can win right now.
What's it, Dodo?
Listen, the Premier League, the Champions League, and nothing. So, which of these 3 titles do you think objectively Arsenal can win?
Basically, from what I'm seeing now, is the top title. But if anything can change in a matter of weeks, and Arsenal is true. Yes.
So you've left it to the hands of anything can change.
Better quickly register for MPFL Super 8. When you days to play at the end of the season.
Because in the first week of December, you guys are saying Arsenal will win the league. But in the ending of December, Arsenal announced 4th. So anything can still happen. That's what I have to tell you. Things can still change within a matter of time.
All right, nice one. Thank you very much, Edu. Although I don't think Arsenal out of the title race. But you look at the fact that City are back in it, KDB is back. Although I don't think KDB goes back into the starting 11. But the fact that he's nearly full fitness is worry.
A fully fit KDB goes back in the starting 11.
No, Guardiola said it after the Huddersfield game. This guy needs to train. And I think that they're going to manage him. They're going to manage him. Remember that after that injury in the Champions League final, they rushed him back. And he went back into, he was being injured and had to go through that surgery. But see, Arsenal in the title race, but right now, But the bookmakers put them at 7.00 to win the league. This was also at 3 points at the point in time.
Yeah, this is also Arsenal that have 2 wins in their last 8 games.
Yeah, Arsenal.
And they score only 1 goal in 6 games.
Arsenal in their last 6 games have had 63 shots and only scored once.
That's not the title winning team.
Exactly.
So,
although I have my thoughts on that, like I shared yesterday, I think that Arsenal are playing well. That's a crucial thing. And if you're creating chances and you're not scoring, it's not really a bad thing. So far, you're creating chances.
oh wow! So this applies to everybody but Chelsea.
Hello.
Yeah.
Let's wait. Hello.
You will learn patience.
Hi, good evening. Yeah, we have you finally.
Yeah, world champion, greatness.
Hey, greatness, welcome.
Off the road.
You know that there is one point you guys, I know you guys keep focusing about KBD. Yes, it's an addition, but there is kind of combination that is giving people headache. Foden and Alvarez. These guys are scoring every week and every week.
That's
and
not
another
true.
addition,
When last the Alvarez score?
Huh? Hello?
When last the Alvarez score?
Last game, he scored every game. In the last 4 games, he have scored. You know the fool now. You know Chelsea go focus now. You don't go carry Chelsea for mine. You don't even know Alvarez they score every week. Check and make it now.
Thank you very much, greatness, for your thoughts. Coppa Italia tonight as well. Fiorentina against Bologna in Florence. Fiorentina 2.15 for a win. It's on 𝗪𝗪. Check it out real quick. Some very lovely odds for you to take advantage of tonight. www.betbaba.ng. Remember to gamble responsibly. And Lazio Roma is coming up on the 10th. That is tomorrow. Can't wait for that one. That's also in the Coppa Italia. I think tomorrow we'll also focus on Napoli and their struggles. Napoli are down to 9th. If we take a look at the Serie A table, we're talking about the side who won the league title last season. How has it found itself in 9th position? We'll talk more about that tomorrow on Sports Cruise. Hello, good evening.
Yeah, as we wait, I'd like to inform greatness that Alvarez has 5 goals in his last 19 appearances for Manchester City. So every week.
All right, we're not waiting for this one anyway. All right, we have to wrap this up right now on the show. But you think Chelsea win tonight, Young?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, and okay, do you think otherwise?
Yeah, Chelsea should get it done.
By the way, let me just say this on national radio now. Okay, don't try what you try this weekend. See, Okwe sent me one game. Okwe never sends me games, but Okwe sent me one game. And I said, it's not Okwe sent game. Let me invest my life savings because Okwe never sends me games. It did not go well. That's all you need to. That's all you need to know.
See, if Okwe sends you anything, just play the opposite.
Come on now.
But when I predict it comes in, I was on Twitter that afternoon. I just saw it too. And I copy and I said it. Even me, I didn't use it.
We need to arrest.
Even me, I did not use it.
Let's contact the governor to arrest.
Even me, I did not use it.
All right, well, yeah, the Manchester United will pay Jadon Sancho £100,000 a week on the Dortmund loan.
Wow.
What do you make of Timo Werner?
Chelsea's legend. Return to Spurs.
Good deal. If that deal is complete, that means that the Chelsea forward line that won the Champions League final in 2021 will play for Man U, Arsenal, and Tottenham.
Not only are they playing, they are also wreaking havoc. Agents.
Have a great evening, guys, and let's do this again tomorrow 6 p.m. on the Sound of Lagos. Okay, thanks for coming through. Same as Sunday Young Akile. Bye bye. My name is Olawale Adigun.